And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The kick to Durant. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything could happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, the team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
Gilgeous-Alexander into the lane. Outside Irving. He buries it from three.
Doesn't matter if he's well guarded or not. Kyrie knocking it down from deep.
Jokic the screen to the paint. The shot won't fall. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Irving for three. Jokic grabs the board.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
And Mitchell puts up a deep three. Again, the miss by Boston.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it. And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Now here's Rose. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Now the Pacers on the move. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Durant. From outside the arc. Knocks down the long J.
When it comes to catch and shoot situations, Durant as reliable as it gets.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching.
Durant for three. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Outside Davis. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Jokic. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Oh, got a piece of it. And Gobert with a block.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
For three. And Indiana misses again.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Pass to Mitchell. To the inside. Here's Davis. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
This is why you integrate Davis into these sets, because he's terrific at finishing them off.
Indiana leading by 6. Durant for three. Oh, Jokic for the block. And he gets it back. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6.
2 minutes.
Indiana needs to get a shot off. For three, Durant. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
Second team foul.
That one's on Rose.
Shooting for Indiana.
When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates, Grant.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
On offense, here are the Pacers. Here's Simmons. Outside Durant. Here he goes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Durant's got 7 points.
How do you stop Durant on the drive? I mean, this guy is mobile, he's long, and he's got tremendous ball skills.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Now here's Rose. No points so far. Pass to Jackson. Back to Durant. Iguodala left side. On the wing, Durant. 7 points in the game. That one drops for him. Durant's got his third basket on the night right there.
That mid-range shot, a go-to one for KD.
And here's Mitchell. He's covered by Levine. Back to Rose. He takes it in. Outside, Brown. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Durant. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Pacers substitution, number 23, Draymond Green.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And so it's Indiana in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defense is setting the tone. More 2K action in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Now here's Simmons. Deflects the pass.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean,
What you say?
wow.
My goodness. Come on now.
Oh, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Outside for Green. Iguodala outside. Levine with room to shoot. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jaylen Brown is playing with so much confidence. He said, quote, "I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed."
Oh, Davis, finish it off the lob.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
On the wing, Levine. Here's Rose. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Pacers leading by 11. Iguodala outside. Pass to Levine. Oh, the long-range prowess of Levine.
And that's become a more comfortable shot for Levine as his career has gone on.
Now Davis. Green covering. Davis, that's good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That's his third foul of the game.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Pass to Iguodala. Brown with the steal.
They've done a lot of good things today, but one area they need to improve is their ball security.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's Jokic. Outside for Davis. Here's Richardson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I really like the composure Richardson shows under pressure. Doesn't allow contact on the shot to bother him.
Jason Richardson at the line.
He hits the second from the line. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit. This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
It's Brown on the wing. Back to Rose. Pass to Davis. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Indiana leading by 13. Edwards for 3. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Edwards has got 6 in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Outside for Green. Pass to Irving. Outside Edwards. Launches it. Boston pulls it in.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
From deep, Rose. He drains that one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
It was once a weakness, his outside shot, but for Rose now, he's lethal from outside. He's worked really hard to become so.
Buries it from 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
And both free throws good for Brown.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much. Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Jokic the screen. Here's Richardson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Well, you got to love the game of Richardson. I mean, he's a ridiculous athlete who also scores at a very efficient clip and has really refined his skill set to go with that tremendous athleticism.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Celtics trail by 16. A minute 15 left to play in the first half. Brown, no good.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Pass to Davis. Davis getting it done in the paint.
He's automatic at the rim with that size and wingspan.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 17 points was their biggest margin.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Richardson for 3. Knocks down the triple. Richardson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
32 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
After a sharp first quarter, he's not shooting as well here in the second.
That one falls. Nice feed that time from Rose. Richardson's got 7.
Great confidence off the catch. One of the reasons why Richardson is a go-to scorer.
Rose outside. The kick out to Richardson. And again, Boston with the triple.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Indiana Pacers. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Indiana leading by 9. On the wing, Levine. Smooth shot by Levine from the corner.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. Levine can do a lot of damage from deep.
Wall looking over the floor. Back to Davis. And again, Boston with the triple.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Simmons with it. Check by Wall. Back to Simmons. Outside for Green. Pass to Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Davis. Outside, Brown. Davis misses. Pacers leading by 12. You know, Clark, 2024 saw Anthony Davis make his return to the All-Star game.
And really, B.A., such a pleasure to see him back on the court, healthy and producing. That's not been an issue. The issue has been him being hurt and not being able to be on the court. But he's a perennial All-Star when he's healthy and playing and doing exactly what he's done throughout his career at both ends, be a dominant center. Yeah, that's an easy throwdown for him. The rim might as well be 8 feet tall when you're as long as he is.
Hits the trifecta.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
And Davis gets it to go.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And stolen by Simmons. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
The playmaking of Brown continuing to evolve. Nice dime there.
Here's Levine for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Levine's got 6 here in the quarter.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Oh, Green with a block.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves the 9 shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Pass to Levine. Takes the 3. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
In transition, here come the Pacers. 4-3. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Celtics trail by 17. Wall with it. Picked up by Simmons. Outside Wall. Oh, there's the alley. Now the Pacers on the move. Oh, wasted no time on that one. And the Pacers lead by 20. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
They also excelled defensively tonight, particularly inside. Tons of shots sent back, which is a treat to watch.
And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game. Looking to win the run. And that one drops for him. Mitchell's got 5 now.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
Durant for 3. Jokic grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. Pacers leading by 21. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Edwards outside. Durant for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Gobert. And here's Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's Edwards on the wing. Tries again. The rebound, Celtics.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Jokic the screen. Outside for Davis. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Back to Edwards. The 3-ball. Nails it from beyond the arc. He's got 15.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
And he makes the first but misses the second. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Now here's Rose. Pass to Mitchell. And here's Brown for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Left side Durant. The 3 is up. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here they come with numbers in transition. Here's Edwards. And all around the rim that time before dropping.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
On the wing, Davis. Shoots over Durant. Davis can't hit.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Rose with it. Pass to Brown. Shot to stop the run. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Here's Jokic. Count that one.
have a lot of respect for Jokic's feel for the game. He plays the right way, sees everything, great vision, and he processes what he sees so quickly.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
You know, Davis is so long and strong inside, he almost forces you to foul him.
And he makes a first. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
A moment here for an injury report.
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Pacers. The bad news is that this injury is causing discomfort. It is a major loss right in the thick of the season. Other guys will have to step up. Let's see who answers the call.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Irving for 3. Another 3 for Indiana.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Mitchell. Here's the 3. Boston, no good that time either.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Edwards gets the bucket.
I just love the ball movement.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Boston. Here's Brown. On the wing, Mitchell. Outside Davis. To end the run. And it's Davis again missing.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
Pass to Jokic.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Rebounded by Green. Now the Pacers with it. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And here's Edwards outside. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Pacers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're going to battle hard.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Anthony Edwards.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team. I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And the 3-pointer goes.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA. No matter what, they got it done.
Pass to Edwards. Takes a three. Drains the triple.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
From deep, Rose. And no good. And so it's the Pacers taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked